Welcome everyone to Week 13 college football. We are the Brokey Bettors. We are sponsored by the Better app, the best prop betting app in the market. Download the app, deposit from $10 to $200 using code Not Broke to get your money back when your bets do not hit. Also, another sponsor is K2 Water Hydration. You can check them out at k2waterhydration.com for all your electrolytes and needs. Gentlemen, we are 3 weeks away from the playoffs. Well, from the end of the regular season.
For Miami playing for the
Week
ACC.
13. No. Let's jump right into it. Speaking of the ACC, we have a big matchup tonight. Florida State and NC State. Florida State is laying 6.5 on the road, which is crazy to me. Over-unders 60. Andy, I'll start with your boys. Tomahawk Nation.
A big fuck no. Stay away. You don't know what you're going to get. NC State, if I had to take one, I'll take NC State plus 6.5. I just saw on ESPN's 5.5.
Yeah, it is.
You can't trust them. You don't know what you're going to get, right, with that team. They make too many penalties. They're really not playing for anything other than trying to make a bowl bid here, but I just don't trust them. NC State, that's always a tough place to play at night. Even though NC State's dog water, I saw them play this weekend against Miami. They're not very good. They're terrible. But can't trust Florida State. I don't like teams that I can't trust, and Florida State's a team that I cannot trust in this spot. Yeah. So those are my sentiments.
So the line was 6.5 and it dropped to 5.5. So it's
people are hammering NC State with
NC State
for good reason.
Lou, good morning, sir.
Good morning. I think I'm on Florida State here. I think I'm gonna take them minus the 5.
You're a brave man.
Yeah, NC State looked bad, but this was the first game that they've looked that bad all season. They put up 7 against UM. I don't think they're that bad of a team, and I don't think Florida State can do what Miami did to them. So give me. I think Florida State can win here, but they put up a lot of points in this game. The over and under is 59. And I just think
60.
I think they could pull it out.
You think Florida State pulls it out?
Yeah.
And wins by a touchdown?
Yeah, wins by a touchdown.
Man, I don't know. Hold on, really quick. Hold on before you get into it, Nico. Man, they get stagnant on offense. So that's the thing with them. And if what's that?
NC State gets stagnant?
No, Florida State gets stagnant.
Oh, I understand, but I think people are looking at this spot like NC State bounced back from last week against Miami, that they're way better than this, which they are. But I think that Florida State shouldn't be a 5.5 point favorite. I think it's way too much.
Right.
So I think that Florida State covers. And I was actually looking at a line from like the last 10 weeks, and the biggest spread of a Friday night covers, and the lowest spread loses outright.
Oh, yeah, dog's been barking up.
So on Friday nights, the biggest spread of the night gets covered every week, and then the lowest spread of the night wins outright. Like they don't just cover. It's been mostly 1.5s, 2.5s of Friday nights have all won outright, and then the larger spreads, obviously they've been way larger than the 5.5. They've been more than a touchdown, 10, 14 points. Only 2 have not covered, and one of them was Miami. But so with that trend going on, I'm gonna go ahead and take Florida State being the biggest spread of the night tonight.
Okay. All right.
I understand what you're saying. So, for example, Hawaii, UNLV, UNLV's 2.5 point favorite. You're saying that Hawaii is going to cover that.
Yeah, win outright.
Okay. I understand what you're saying. We'll jump into that one next. Nico, do you have any thoughts on NC State and Florida State?
Man, they're both playing for a bowl game. Like, that's like my biggest takeaway from the game. And it's also the fact that FSU has UF breathing down their neck. So, like, and that's coming up, and they always play that game at a million miles an hour. So I think it's a letdown spot
Mhm.
for Florida State, man. I think if I'm going to make a play on this, it's going to be NC State. But I do want to make a point that both totals tonight are very high for a Friday night game. So the last week, if I remember correctly, Minnesota, Oregon was 44.5. Louisville, Clemson
Clemson.
dropped from 59.5 to closed at 49.5. Actually, most people took it at 50. So I think it's interesting that both totals are that high. I think that Vegas needs some fireworks for a Friday night game because for the most part they've all been snooze fest. So I like the over here, 59.5.
I actually side with you. I think NC State coming off a game that they only scored 7 points. Florida State played Virginia Tech. They didn't hit the over. So if both games coming off of unders, usually I like to take the over in this spot. I agree with you. I think that over is very high at 60, especially if what I saw from NC State last week. So I'd probably be on the over on this one. As far as the side, I agree with Lou a little bit in the sense that that line is a little too big for me. There's no reason Florida State should give 6 to anybody right now.
What's the team total for Florida State?
I'll
got
tell you
you.
right now.
I'll tell you right now how this is going to go.
Team total, no.
Team total is
It should be like
33.
35. Oh, there it
33?
is.
Yeah, 33 and a half. I have 33 and a
I
half.
have 33 flat, but 33.5 that's a weird number anyway.
Can you see NC State scoring? Can you see NC State scoring 28 points on that defense?
Yeah. Bro, they did to Georgia Tech.
Yeah. That's what I was about to say. So they've put up a lot of points. The only team they haven't scored against was Miami.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched them a lot all season, except for last weekend. They
NC
just
State's
look
defense
atrocious.
is atrocious.
That's the other thing I thought
Yes.
about. That defense is really, really bad.
Both of those offenses are going to run a lot of plays. Now that I think about it, yeah, I like the over. They're gonna
Yeah.
hit
The over might be a play here.
I'm playing it now. I'm playing at 58.5. So I'm going to buy a whole point because I could see this game ending 31-28 very
Yep.
easily.
I agree with you guys.
All right, let's move on to the next game of the night. Hawaii UNLV. UNLV is a 2.5 point favorite at home. The over under is 63.5. Lou, thoughts?
This is gonna be my play of the day. This is gonna be Hawaii money line. So Hawaii
Epa.
just played San Diego State. They beat the brakes off them, and that's the best defense in that division. So now they play UNLV, and I think they keep it rolling this week. They're healthy. They're completely healthy, and I think they're gonna beat the brakes off of UNLV today. That's my play of the day. Hawaii money line.
Nico.
All right, so a lot of these Hawaii kids actually are born and raised in Vegas. Like they go from Hawaii over to Vegas, and they'll end up back in Hawaii for college. Believe it or not, like their quarterback, this is gonna be like a homecoming game, so there's gonna be a lot of emotion and whatnot towards this game, just from like a game perspective. I like UNLV though. I'll be honest with you. I think they're a really well coached team. Dan Mullen's doing a great job with them. That quarterback's legit. The Virginia kid, Anthony Colanzanda, I think his name is. They have a lot of talent. I think this is too small. I know I'm probably thinking like the public here, to be honest with you, but I like UNLV -2.
I would think UNLV. Am I next?
Yeah.
I would think UNLV would be favored by more, and they're not. Hawaii's traveling from Hawaii here, a long way to come to play football. I like Hawaii. I like Lewis's pick. I like moneyline Hawaii.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a big read on this game. I probably would take Hawaii just because once it crosses the 3, I'm not gonna have a play on it. 63.5 is a high total. I'm gonna
Drop
stay
already.
away.
It opened 60.
I don't like betting on Hawaii. I don't like betting on these teams. Just honestly, I don't watch enough of them,
Right.
and that's part of it. And I think when you're betting, right, at the level that we're betting, you need to be familiar. You have to have familiarity with the team that you're with these teams.
Yeah.
Because one thing is looking at the line, but the other thing is understanding the makeup of the team, right? And in different situations. I just don't know. But if I had to read it off the line, UNLV should have been favored by more at home against Hawaii. And I agree with Lewis. Give me the money line.
All right. I have another game. Oh, no. That's tomorrow. My bad. All right. So we're done with today, actually. We're moving on to Saturday, which, guys, it's not the greatest slate, I will say.
Oh, it's awful.
I looked it over. I know. I actually have a play in this game. I mean, it's nothing sexy, nothing crazy. It's just one of those run it back, double down Dellas. It's Delaware versus Wake Forest. I will definitely be on the under in that game. The over-under is 51.5. It opened at 53.5. As you guys know, Wake cannot score. Delaware is not scoring as much either. So that's just one of those games that I think Lewis talked about on the recap that everyone kind of just overlooks, and it's a great spot. So I'm definitely going to take Wake and Delaware under 51.5. That is definitely going to be one of my 5 plays. That's a 12 o'clock slate. Yes, sir. It's the first game that came up to me. So I'm not going to ask you guys because you probably none of you have any anything to say on that game. If you do, floor's yours. If not, we move forward.
I actually take Delaware, Wake Forest minus 17 here. Wake Forest has played tough, and I think they could beat a Delaware team. They almost.
You're a sick puppy,
bro. UDEL isn't bad, like at all.
Like, I know, but they almost beat Virginia. They beat UNC. Like, they had a bad game against Florida State, but then they beat SMU. I think this Wake Forest team is underlooked, and they're having a great season for them. They're like doing way higher than they were.
Yeah, they were projected 4 wins, and they're at 7-3. That's why
7-3. So I think they are like guys that's in the season, right? Let's push this. They could get essentially to 9 wins, and that'll be a phenomenal turnaround for the coach. So I think he is pushing for it. And this is one of those games that I think they could beat. They could beat the brakes off of Delaware, I think. So give me the 17 and Wake Forest.
All right.
We got somebody asking, how about BYU Cincinnati? Are we going to touch that game?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Of course we're going to touch that game.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
You guys didn't want to hear about BYU last week. You did not want to listen.
Yeah, I'm going to have to. We're going to talk about that later. All right. Let's move it on. Kansas at Iowa State. Iowa State is minus 3.5. The over-under is 55. Nico, you have thoughts?
No.
All right. No play on that. Luke.
SMU Louisville. Let's get into something that has some context to it.
All right, before we go into it, Kansas State, Iowa State, over 55.
Yeah, okay. So I love SMU here.
You have no opinion. All right, you like SMU?
Yeah, okay, hear me out. Louisville's coming off that gut-wrenching loss to Clemson where they lost by a point. Their season's distraught. This is like one of those, like, you could lose the same game twice type of thing, and the spread's 2.5. For SMU, it's not a giant spread. The total's low is 50.5. That makes no sense for these two teams. I think with the total being so low and the spread being so low, it's going to be a close game, and I think SMU can win with a late field goal.
Okay, they are a 3-point favorite.
Yep, I have it at 2.5 here on ESPN. But yeah.
Okay, all right. Lewis, do you have thoughts on that game? I know we kind of jumped you.
You don't have to.
Yeah, I'm gonna give my thought on every game. So Louisville SMU lined open up at 53.5. It's down to 50.5. I'm gonna take under 50.5 as well.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. Yeah. I could see it. This is one of those games that Miami needs Louisville to win, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
So Louisville's
Andy.
done with Louisville's done with the ACC championship. They're out of it. SMU has everything in front of them. They're at home. I think SMU's the play here -2.5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take them. Louisville, after last week's loss, it's over for them. Just give me SMU here.
I agree.
Yeah. All right. Lou, I'm going to come back and touch on the Kansas-Iowa State since I know you had to play at the over 55.
Mhm.
Any thoughts why?
I just think both those teams can put up points, and they had both disappointing games last week. So I think they both bounce back, and they're gonna put up a shit ton of they're gonna put up a shit ton of points.
Yeah, I could see it. They play pretty fast, both of them. I mean, I won't be touching it, but I could definitely see that.
Yeah, the TCU win for Iowa State was not that impressive, 2017, and then Kansas lost to Arizona, 24-20. So that's these teams are fast-paced, moving teams, and I think last week was not indicative of that. So this week they bounce back and they put up points.
Would you say Kansas has had a disappointing year?
100%.
And I know that sounds crazy to say because that's a basketball school, but realistically speaking, they had the returning quarterback, if I'm not mistaken.
6 year, Jalen Daniels.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels, that's what's his name.
Jalen.
And Jalen. And I thought that they've had pretty good seasons the last couple of years, and now they're only 5-5.
Yeah,
I know
they've had a bad season. At least not what they were expecting. I think they were expecting at least 7 or 8 wins.
Yeah.
And to be 5-5 and to have to win out pretty much to get to sort of what you kind of expected to be, it's gonna be tough.
No, and they got to win one of their last 2 games to be bowl eligible.
Yeah.
And when their second game is against Utah, so I would assume that they want to go all in on tomorrow's game.
100%.
All right, boys. Next game we got on the slate, our beloved Miami Hurricanes, 18-point favorites at Virginia Tech. Over/under is 49. Andy, I will start with you.
I love the under in this game. Virginia Tech's not very good. Miami should win this game handily, right? Should. If they come out focused, then Virginia Tech's just not a very good team. They just hired James Franklin. They're excited about that, but that excitement's going to fade really quick after they get punched in the mouth by Miami's defense. And it's going to be a long day for Virginia Tech. That's just how I see this game going.
Lewis?
So there's no line out for this game on a side, but whatever that side comes out, I'm probably going to take Virginia Tech. I see it off. Then I'll take Virginia Tech plus the 18 points against Miami. Yeah, I think Miami's beat the brakes, and I think this is a look away spot for Miami, a look ahead spot, and I think Virginia Tech could cover the 18 points. Miami could dog walk them like they've walked everybody last couple of weeks. I've been on Miami last few weeks, but I think this is a letdown spot. They pull out the win, but they're hoping that other stuff is happening at this time tomorrow for them to have a shot at the ACC championship. So I think they just get a win here.
I would love to see the stat on Mario covering as a double-digit favorite on the road. I'm pretty sure.
I can tell you what it is overall.
Geez, I don't know that number, but it can't be good. I mean,
he's 4.
It feels like every time Miami.
I know that he's 4-15 against that spread.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know. I can't lay 18 with Miami on the road.
Sorry.
I don't.
He's 4-16 because of the SMU game. So he's 4-16. Was he? They were double digit. Yeah, they were 10-point. Yeah,
4.5 point favorites.
Yeah, double digit. Yeah, 4-16 against double digit spreads. In his
I
career.
think I think of SMU. I think of Syracuse last year. Double digit favorites and them losing outright is just insane to me. I don't think they lose outright tomorrow, but I definitely think the 18 is really big, especially for a noon game.
I wouldn't touch that. I like the under in this game.
Yeah, I'm with
I
you,
just-
Andy. I like
I
the
just
under.
like I don't know, 38-7 type game.
The only
Wow.
thing I can see happening is that this game is a revenge game for Virginia Tech from last season. So Miami might not sleep on them like they did last season.
Right.
So Miami might beat the brakes out of them. Virginia Tech might not score, but I'm not sure about that. I think I would take Virginia Tech plus the 18.
I think the under is a good read. 38-10, you still cover that, and I think that's a super feasible score.
I agree. You know, the only thing that
Let's
worries
go.
me about that under, I'll tell you what worries me about that under. Number one, Mario's a dickhead. He likes running up the score.
Right.
And number two, they're looking for style points, so you got to be careful with that.
What about first half under?
Maybe first half under. That's a good play. I still like the under. You're on the road. It's not like he's at home, right? So they may struggle in that first half. But yeah, maybe the first half under is a play here. But Mario's looking to run up the score. He's got He's
24 and a half is the first half under.
I'll take the under.
15 mile an hour wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the under the first half. That's a really good play actually. Because if they start pounding them, he's going to keep running up the score. That's just in his DNA, and he needs style points now. He's trying to make his case on why Miami should be in the playoffs. So take that into consideration if you are going to take that play.
Agreed.
All right. Let's go to the two ranked teams game. I believe is the only one on the slate. Missouri at Oklahoma. Oklahoma is a 6.5 point favorite. The over-under is only 42. Lewis, you're first up.
6.5. I'm gonna take Missouri plus 6.5.
Love it.
I'm gonna take under 42.5. Missouri makes this a fight. I think Oklahoma. I think it's gonna be a defensive game. It's gonna be a dogfight the whole game. I think it's gonna be a lot of. I think it's gonna be the person that comes down with the ball at the last possession is gonna win this game outright.
Yeah, I think Oklahoma riding that high off of Alabama's win is tough to come back and do it again. I would probably jump on Missouri as well. I'd probably obviously buy the half point so that I have +7. That total indicates that it's going to be a closer game that everyone thinks it is. So I will probably have a play on this, and I probably will be taking Missouri plus the 7.
So the game opened 9.5, by the way, and now it's all the way down to 6.5.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So Missouri's getting hit hard. Sharps came in hard at 10. I'm assuming they bought the half, safe assumption, and they hit it hard at 10, and it drove it all the way down to 6.5.
All right, Andy, any thoughts on this game?
Oklahoma went in and beat Alabama, right? Now, many people get excited and want to bet Missouri, but the Sharps are jumping, or bet Oklahoma, I'm sorry. But the Sharps are hitting on Missouri here. I don't know, it's driven the line way too low for me here. Maybe the under is a play, but this is a game I wouldn't touch me personally. Just too much line movement for me.
All right.
So I'll stay away.
This line,
right.
I wonder if it was set because of the season, the beginning, because 92% of the money is on Oklahoma.
Oh,
Yeah, Missouri's a play.
Yeah, so I'm going to take Missouri. I'm only going to touch this game because it's Lewis's favorite team to bet against. Ohio State is a 33-point favorite at home versus Rutgers. Over under is 55.5. I'm supposed to start with Nico, but I feel like I should start with Lewis here. So, Lewis, will you be
Guys,
fading Ohio State tomorrow?
oh, of course I'll be feeding Ohio State. Fuck
Oh.
Ohio State. We're
Oh
giving
my
you Rutgers plus 33.
Oh my gosh.
I can't wait for you to fucking get blown out the water tomorrow.
67, here we come.
All right. So
Rutgers plus
actually-
33.
I'll be taking Ohio State team total
Nico.
over tomorrow, whatever it is, because Rutgers' defense is god awful. Ohio State's going to put up 60 at home against them.
All I keep thinking about is God. No, all I keep
the team total
yeah, the team. What's the team total?
44.5.
Perfect.
They'll hit that in the first half.
Yeah.
All I keep thinking about is how Oregon flew cross country and put 49 on them in the first half. They're terrible.
Wow, you're right. Yikes.
They're terrible.
Rutgers is awful. Terrible.
I like the over.
What do you guys think about
33 points is a lot of points. I'll let Lewis, die in that. But I like the over in this game. Team total, whatever. You just give me the over. It's gonna be 63-7.
Yeah. So Lewis, I actually think a better spot as opposed to the spread would be the Rutgers team total over 10.5.
No,
I think they could score over 10.5.
This game is going to be like 28
No.
to 0, 28 to 3. Rutgers
No.
might not score.
No.
Guys, Ohio State has Michigan up next. They're looking ahead. This
That's
is a
fine.
perfect
Okay, you
spot.
want to know what the difference is? The difference is they have like awards to play for. And if Ryan Day is the man Ryan Day is, he's going to want to run up that fucking score tomorrow.
He's not going to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow he's going to take it back. Second string is going to come in. They're going to coach.
Right, and
against
their
Rutgers.
third stringers are better than Rutgers' first
They're
stringers.
trying to get Julian Saint Heisman. Hold on.
That's what I'm saying.
That I agree with. But with 4 touchdowns, he's good. I don't think they cover. I don't think they cover, but I'm going to die on this hill. So I got to take Rutgers plus 33.
Your play of the year has to be Michigan, right? Next week, play of the year, Michigan plus the points.
100%. I will ship Michigan money, and I hope.
Okay. I'm buying you a Michigan jersey.
All
for
right.
next week.
Let's do it.
Let's move to the 3:30 slate. I mean, the rest of the 12 o'clock slate is,
I have a play at
pretty
1
nasty.
o'clock, though.
Go. Oh, is it the Baylor Arizona game?
No, even
Oh,
though
no,
I do
Georgia
like that
Southern
over
for sure.
because it's like a weird. I will play that over, but my play for like the early slate will be JMU minus the points, minus 13. Washington State's going cross country to play the hottest G5 team that has a clear path into the playoffs. No, JMU's too well coached. They're very good at home. They're one loss come on the road this year. JMU is a great spot here to hammer minus 13.
Wow. JMU laying 13 to Washington State at 1 o'clock.
I have another game here before 3:30. I have the Auburn Mercer game. Mercer's 9-1 against Auburn 4-6, and the spread is 27. Give me Auburn minus 27 against Mercer, whoever plays for that team. Auburn's played crazy SEC. They've put up fights. They're gonna blow this team out of the water.
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah,
that.
and they got an interim head coach too, so he's gonna want to look good. So I could see that they're gonna score at will there.
Georgia Southern over
So-
at 1 o'clock also.
Jeez.
Another
All right.
play.
Let's move to. Okay.
Go before we jump to 3:30. I'm going over these 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock slates. Bama versus EIL. Spread is minus 50. Give me the minus 50.
Holy bro.
Give me the
I
minus
know.
50.
We
They're
are
gonna lost too, so they're gonna show up.
They just got beat. They're gonna put up. This is so the over is 57 and the spread is 50.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So that means they have to put up all the points by themselves. Give me the minus 50.
You guys are really going down the rabbit hole. All right. Can I get to the 3:30 slate, or you guys got another 1 or 2 o'clock national
No, I have another
game you want to
6 and 8
talk
play,
about?
but that'll Toledo under against Ball State. Ball State might not score a point.
This is what we were talking about. We were talking about these 1 and 2 o'clock slate games.
Like
that are
all round
completely in the
robin,
middle.
JMU, Baylor, Arizona over, Old Dominion over with Georgia Southern, and I'll play Toledo under, and I'll round robin those 4 for the 1-2 slate.
Let's go.
Andy, any thoughts on Toledo Ball State?
No.
Perfect. I'm on the same boat. All right. Let's
I got
go
a
to
lock.
what looks. You have a lock?
Yeah, but when we get to it, I got an absolute lock of the year. Not even lock of the month. Not even play of the month. I got the lock of the year.
Would it happen to come in the USC Oregon game?
No. Nope.
All right.
Nope.
We're going to talk about the USC Oregon 3:30 kickoff.
8 p.m. game, but I was just looking through some stuff here, and this is the lock of the year.
Right.
Bet your child, bet your girlfriend, bet your mother, bet the
Bet
Rolex.
the Florida prepaid.
This is a lock.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. I love it. Teasing it. Let's go to Oregon, USC. Oregon's a 10-point favorite at home. Over under is 60.
So
what are your thoughts, Nico?
Oregon, USC, the line jumped 2 points since it opened, so it went from 8.5 to 10.5, and then the over jumped 4 points to 50 from 55.5 to 59.5. That's indicating blowout. That's the same thing that happened in the Notre Dame game. So Notre Dame had opened 9.5 and closed 12.5 against USC. The under hit actually, but the Notre Dame did cover that game. If you played at the original line, obviously at the end, USC covered. There's a little part of me that wants to sprinkle on USC money line because I don't think Oregon's played great against the big teams this year. They took Penn State into double overtime. I understand that was a whiteout game going cross country. They gave Indiana a really Indiana beat them at home, actually. Similar spread, too, 7.5 to 10.5, so in the same realm. If I had a side, it'd be the over because it's a Lincoln Riley offense, so he's going to have to try to put up points. But let me see where this line settles at tomorrow. If I had a lean, it'd be USC.
All right. Andy.
Give me a second here. Go to Lewis. I'm looking up something.
Lewis.
So to me, this is a USC fighting for their life.
Right.
They win, they're in the playoff talks, right?
Agreed.
They should be essentially in. They lose, see ya. They're going to a Chick-fil-A bowl or something. Pop-Tart bowl, if anything. So I think USC has to put up points to compete with Oregon to make this a game. They're not a team that's gonna thug it out and win with their defense and low-scoring games. So with that being said, give me Oregon USC over 59.
All right. Hey, Andy?
I like
Can I come
USC.
back to you?
Yeah, I like USC in this spot. I think it's going to be a close game. It's going to be a back and forth. I like the over. The over is definitely in play in this game. But I like Lincoln Riley's got a lot of heat. He's brought that USC program back. They're fighting. They're right there, knocking on the door. I don't think they're gonna fold. I think Oregon is the better football team. But I think it's a back and forth, and 10 points is a lot. You're gonna get plus 10.5 here in this spot. Give me USC.
Yeah. I'm with you guys, man. I would definitely take USC. I think USC has a lot more to play for in this moment. I mean, obviously Oregon, it seems like they're in, even if they lose tomorrow, I think they're still in.
No, they lose, they're out.
I doubt that. I doubt that. I think they're in. And And I think USC can hang around. And even if they're down, 14-17 fourth quarter, there's always that backdoor cover, like they did actually against Notre Dame, if I'm not mistaken, when they were 10-point. What's it called?
Dogs.
They were 10-point dogs, and they hit the back door to push the spread. So I'm actually with you guys. I'm definitely going to be on USC plus the 10.
One more thing, I think Oregon's they go to Washington next week. By the way, for that reason, even more, I think I'm going to actually confirm USC as a play, and I actually would think if you play with if you have good bankroll going into the weekend, I would sprinkle on USC money line.
Yeah, that's always fun. Plus 300.
Yeah,
for those that want to do that. Kentucky at Vanderbilt.
Ugh.
I know. Vanderbilt's a 9-point favorite. Over under is 54. I start with Andy.
Yeah, I like Vanderbilt here in this spot, even though they got Tennessee next week, which is a big game for them on the road. But give me, Vanderbilt's a really good team at home. They beat up teams usually when they come into Vanderbilt. Kentucky's not very good, so give me Diego Pavia here and the Commanders.
Lou?
Or whatever they are.
I'm gonna go with that line's very weird to me. That 8.5. Kentucky's won 3 in a row, because their season was done, and they won 3 in a row. I don't know if they cover here or if they get blown out, but give me the under 54.5.
Okay. Nico?
Probably down this game, man.
Yeah. My thoughts on the game is Vanderbilt just got jumped by Miami. They got jumped by a couple teams for the playoffs. If they want to win, if they want to make the playoffs, they're gonna have to win out. And I think that they have to blow this type of team out. I think they need to beat them by a few scores and get ready for Tennessee. And hopefully they beat Tennessee and have a chance of getting in. So I am with Andy on this. I do like Vanderbilt minus the 9. I'm not a big favorites player, but I think it's a great spot for Vandy. So, all right, we move on. Duke at North Carolina. Duke is minus 7 on the road. UNC over unders 51.5. 2 basketball schools thugging it out on the football field. Lewis, you have any thoughts on this game?
Yeah, give me UNC plus 6.5 and UNC money line.
Yeah.
I think Bill Belichick is play for a bowl game. I think he's out of there this season. I think he's not coming back. So I think he's gonna get a couple wins now to get into bowl eligibility, sneak it out, and leave UNC on a good note.
Nico.
Yeah, I like UNC plus 6.5. I'm with Lewis.
Andy?
UNC. Easy bet.
Wow. All right. So all 4 of us like UNC. The last time that happened, the Jags won 35-6. So I would say take UNC.
I would say it's a lot.
Yep. I love it. UNC plus is 7. We're all on them. I love it. That's definitely that might be a play of the day. Who knows?
Yeah.
Let's move on to Arkansas at Texas. Texas is an 8.5-point favorite. The over-under is 58. Nico.
This game goes over. I mean, I think we've talked about it a little bit. Texas has figured it out, especially when they play inferior opponents. We've seen that Arch can do something. They're at home. I know they're not playing for much, but at the same time, it's like you have Texas A&M coming up. I could understand this being a letdown spot, but you still have to show that you can score points to compete with Texas A&M and whatnot. And I think Arkansas's defense is that bad, and Arkansas is just going to want to throw it around like they always do. They could score 21 within 4 quarters. I understand Texas defense is good, but this game could easily be 38-21 without a problem.
Yeah. Andy?
Yeah, I agree. I like the over in this game. Um, it's gonna fly.
Yeah.
Lou?
I'm gonna take Arkansas plus 8.5. I think that line is too short. I think Texas got beat, and people are gonna think they're gonna bounce back here. But I think they're not playing for anything. I mean, with the 3 losses, I don't think they could even get in, even if they blow out teams or whatever. So give me Arkansas plus 8.5.
All right. I mean, yeah, I would probably take Arkansas just because I obviously by Texas losing now they're 7-3. I don't think they could get into the playoffs. I do like the over in the game. I could see how they can work on a few things with Archie and letting him rip, take off the band-aid, and all right, let's see what you could really do now. So I like that over too. Probably won't have a play in it, but all right. Let's move on to Michigan State at Iowa. Iowa's a 17 and a half point favorite. Over under is 42. Andy, are you gonna watch this or are you gonna watch Emma's soccer game?
Oh, I'm a soccer game.
I would probably agree with you.
Yeah.
I'll watch it on the Game Changer before I watch Michigan State, Iowa.
Oh, so terrible. So terrible. I don't got any opinion on this. You guys can take it.
Lewis,
I'm gonna go ahead and side with Michigan State. The 17 points is a lot in a low-scoring game. So normally they think that Michigan State can hang around, or that Iowa's not gonna put up that many points. So give me Michigan State plus 17.
Nico.
All over the under, baby. Give me the under.
Yeah, I actually, believe it or not, I actually think that total's a little too high. if
Yeah,
I'm
me
being honest.
too.
So that kind of scares me, and I kind of want to take the over
Yeah, okay.
because usually Iowa and Michigan State, you think that total is going to be in the 30s, 38,
39,
37, 39, and you're giving me 42.
Hey, Iowa showed some life, man.
I wouldn't. I might take the over here, but I'm with Lewis, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure Michigan State can score 14 at least, and if they score 14, that means Iowa's got to score 30, and Iowa hasn't scored 30 since Andy was in high school. So,
A long time ago.
yep. All right, let's move to the 4 o'clock. We have TCU, a 1 point underdog at 23. Houston. Houston is -1. Over under is 56. Lewis, I'm starting with you.
You guys learn your lesson with TCU?
No, we're taking TCU money line this week. We're taking TCU money line this week. They go into Houston and they beat the brakes off of them.
Yeah.
I actually agree with you. I think TCU is a better football team.
I don't
Yeah,
really
I mean, I mean, it's a double running back for me. We're gonna keep doubling down until TCU, comes through. I was my play of the day. They made me look like I've never seen a football game in my life. So I guess what? I'm gonna take TCU again. Money line. We're gonna take them. I don't need that 1 point. I don't need that point and a half. They're gonna win it outright. So
I
that's
tried,
my.
I tried to give you advice, my friend, but you can only take the horse to the water. You can't make him drink.
You're absolutely right.
And
Nico,
it's okay, buddy.
Nico, you said you have no read on it.
No, I'm not taking it. I'd rather take ECU
All right.
-2.5 against UTSA.
Oh my god.
I was actually going to talk about that game, but I felt like I don't know if anybody really wanted to.
Can we actually go back to 3:30 Notre Dame game against Syracuse? That's one of my plays for tomorrow.
Oh, this is disgusting.
So Notre Dame
37 is the spread. Over under is 51.
correct against Syracuse. So my play on this game is going to be Notre Dame -37. I think they have to show out for the committee. So Miami beat the brakes off of Syracuse, and now with all the talks of their head-to-head matchup, it being Miami beating them, who gets in, who gets out, I think Notre Dame has to put up these points like Miami did against these teams. So
Yeah.
give me Notre Dame minus 37.
I agree with Lewis. This is a home game for Notre Dame. They need to show out. There's going to be no mercy shown to Fran Brown and the Orangemen. None. And they're Catholics. They're good people, but they're going to beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. 37 is a lot of points, man. That's that. We're not talking about a Division II team or a Power 5 team. We're talking about an ACC opponent.
So I have a question for you guys. If Notre Dame were to play Miami today in a neutral field, who's favored in that game?
Notre
Notre
Dame.
Dame.
Notre Dame.
And what's the line?
We all 3.
Yeah, 3.
I would say 3.
I had it a little bit more. I had 4.5.
I didn't
Yeah.
get that.
I
Could
like
you try again?
I think Notre Dame beats them by at least 7 or 10 points today.
I think Miami's defense keeps them in like closer.
Yeah.
But I can't see
You're not gonna
Notre
think
Dame.
about the circumstance of that game in Miami. A, it was raining. B, you had a freshman quarterback in his first start on the road at Hard Rock. And they almost came out and won that game 27-24. That kid's got some games under his belt. That defense is unbelievable. The other game they lost was against a really good Texas A&M team. I think they handle Miami very easily.
The only thing I would counter with that is I think Miami is built to beat that team.
Well, and here's the other thing I'm going to hit you with. Now, there's a sample size on Miami when it comes to film. They didn't have the film.
Correct.
And the coaching staff at Notre Dame is a lot better than Miami's coaching staff. So I think the advantage there is insurmountable. You get them in a game today, and Notre Dame beats them by 10 points.
So, Andy, in the same breath, just in general, is Notre Dame a contender or pretender?
You know, this year, I think they're a contender. You got to put them as a contender. They have a good enough defense to make a run.
I just think once you take out their run game, they don't have nothing.
I don't know, man. CJ Carr's been playing really well.
He's been playing well, but I don't think it's enough to beat these top teams.
But, okay, talk about it. It depends on what side of the pool
I
you
think they could get back to the national championship again. That
Yeah.
I believe.
because they landed on the right side of the pool last year, right?
Yep.
And I think that too. If they land on the right side of the pool, they're going to get a home game, probably, more than likely, right?
Yep.
And if they get that home game, they're going to win that game. And then, man, if they land on the right side of the bracket, brother, they
It
can
was
go.
perfect last year. I mean, look, it's what you're saying. If they get that in one of those indoor games again, when they went into Georgia and beat Georgia in the Sugar Bowl or whatever it was, I mean, it's what you're saying.
Yeah, they're definitely a contender. I don't think they're a pretender.
Yeah, I think they could get back there.
Marcus Freeman is one of the best coaches in the country. That
Yeah,
coach
he's-
is unbelievable. They're big up front. They beat the shit out of you. Notre Dame's a really good football team.
Yeah.
And listen, Miami's really good in September because their athletes are better than anybody else's in the country, right?
Yep.
And you get that first game, there's no film, but now you got film. Miami's offense is not creative. It's heavily centric on Malachi Tony, right? The running game is subpar. It's nothing to write home about. You get in that game today against Notre Dame, it's a different story. I don't care what anyone tells me. And I know the head-to-head and Notre Dame's in front, but the committee is seeing the same thing that I'm seeing. You got to evaluate them where they're at today. And Notre Dame today, in my mind, is the better team. But, we'll see what happens.
All right, let's move on to a big ACC matchup. Pittsburgh at Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech is a 2.5-point favorite. The over/under is 61.5.
It may be easy, but go ahead.
Andy, no, you're up.
I think it's over. The over is going to hit in this game. Defenses are very poor. This is an over game for me.
Lewis?
This is an upset spot for me. Pittsburgh beats Georgia Tech. Give me Pittsburgh plus 3, Pittsburgh money line.
Yeah. Nico?
I'm gonna bet this game with my heart. If I take it, I want Pitt for Miami's sake. But I just don't know. Like, man, I'd be hard pressed to find guys that are playing better than Haynes King right now. And good quarterback and good coaching, like I always say, is going to turn up on top. And I just think that, I don't know, being Georgia Tech at home, They're coming off of manslaughter. I understand they were looking past Notre Dame. I understand that completely for the ACC. I don't know. This game is a stay away spot because if I'm going to bet, I'm going to take Pitt.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that's why I take Pitt, because they just got slaughtered at home by Notre Dame. And now they're only 2.5-point favorites. I'm 2.5-point underdogs on the road to a 9-1 Georgia Tech team.
The best ACC team.
Yeah.
But is this one of those that, like, we talk about that Vegas is just setting it that way for it to be an onslaught?
It could be.
Could be. But I mean, just what I just said right there. Pittsburgh getting slaughtered last week at home by Notre Dame. Georgia Tech having to come back against Boston College. Georgia Tech playing at home 9-1, and now they're only 2.5-point favorites. That seems a little weird to me. Give me Pitt plus the 2.5, plus the 3, probably by half the point, and I'll probably take the money line too. So I'm with Lewis on this. All right, let's go to Cal at Stanford.
Ugh,
The band is on the field.
Do we have to talk about this?
I won't.
No. All right, we keep moving. Tennessee at Florida.
This is a good game. Because I don't know why Tennessee is only favored 4.5. I actually like the Gators plus 4.5.
Actually, they're 4 now.
Oof.
Gators money line.
Wow.
I don't hate that.
I don't hate that either.
Gators money line.
It's so hard to judge the Gators this year. I mean, they've shown up sometimes. They haven't. I mean, I think at the end of the day, their defense is really good. They should have won that Ole Miss game, honestly. They had a chance to win. They had the lead, and then in the fourth quarter, they just didn't show up. You know, you have the lead going into the fourth quarter, and then you just stop scoring. And Ole Miss just had their way. Lou, any thoughts on this?
Go ahead and give me the over 57.
Wow. Okay.
I think they both put up points. The teams are. This is a huge rivalry game. So the last 5 head-to-head matchups, Florida's won 3 of them. Tennessee's won 2 of them, and I think Florida can hang around and make this a game. Be over 57.
All right. Next game I got here is Western Kentucky at LSU.
It's a harder game than it looks like, by the way. Western Kentucky is not that bad.
LSU is a 22-point favorite at home. The over-under is 50. Nico, I start with you.
Western Kentucky is not that bad, but this is obviously the best defense they're going to play all year. At night, how many wins does LSU have right now? 6 wins. They're playing for a bowl game.
6.
I don't know. This is a stay away spot for me. But if I'm gonna lean, it would be Western Kentucky plus the points.
So I'm gonna have a play on this game.
Oh my!
I'm gonna take the over 50. I think Western Kentucky can score 20, 21, and I think LSU scores 35. You know, so give me the over in a 38-21 game. Luke?
I fade the public, so when I see everybody on one side, I go the opposite way. And 98% of the money is on LSU, minus 21.5. So give me Western Kentucky plus 21.5.
All right.
Before we move on to the BYU Cincinnati game, I'm going to ride a wagon like I have all season. One of my G5 teams. Give me North Texas team total over 36.5 against Rice. Rice is god-awful. Some of Rice's scores, just to give you an idea of when they played their best teams and their best offenses. Give me 1 second. I'm loading this up right here. Houston lost 35-9. Navy 21. They let up 27 to FAU, 21 to UTSA, 34 to UConn, 38 to Memphis. North Texas is going to try to throw it, run up the score. They got to be the G5 winner. They're going to try to be the G5 winner at least. I like North Texas team total 36.5.
All right. Big 8 p.m. game. BYU, Andy's favorite quarterback.
Lock of the year. Right here. The lock of the year.
2.5-point favorite. I knew it was the lock of the year.
Lock of the year.
Over under.
Cincinnati at home. Money line, whatever you want, but we'll take them at plus 2.5. Cincinnati's going to win that game outright.
I love it.
Love it.
I love it too.
Cincinnati only a 2-point dog against that team. Cincinnati's coming off of 2 horrific losses. And BYU's only coming off a huge win off of TCU, right? They've gone everywhere and won, and they're only a 2-point favorite at Cincinnati. Dude, give me Cincinnati.
We love it.
We love it. That's another consensus pick.
That's the lock of the year, lock of the century. Cincinnati is probably going to win that game, but on safe bet, I would tell you take them at plus 3 by the 0.5 point. Take them at plus 3. But I love Cincinnati in this game.
I agree with you. I'm going to run it back with them. I had Cincinnati last week against Arizona. I thought that the time and how early it was, and that Cincinnati was riding high after a few wins, and they did not play well. So
this line tells you everything you need to know of what Vegas thinks about this game.
Yep. And obviously there's a little rooting interest there for Miami fans. We need Cincinnati to win this game.
Yeah.
So I love Cincinnati. I think it's a great spot for them. They're coming off of 2 losses, getting their ass beat pretty much.
And
now it's
this game.
This is, you put the whole bankroll on them at 8 o'clock.
This is the game right here. I don't know. Like, I would love to hear your input on this.
I know. Luis is very quiet.
I'm all over Cincinnati. I don't even want the points. Money line. We're shipping them money line. I think BYU are frauds, and I think Cincinnati just crushes them.
Well, all right. Hey, do you guys have any other 7:30 or 8 o'clock games that you want to discuss before I jump into the last games of the night?
Oh, I will take Illinois versus Wisconsin. Wisconsin plus 9. Give them to me.
Oh, Wisconsin's awful.
Awful.
Wisconsin is
Are we going to touch this Arizona State Colorado game?
No.
I saw it, and every time I see Colorado, you come into my head just flashing. Like, Colorado at home is plus 7. I feel like that's a little short, but I can't touch Colorado. That's like,
right?
It's coaching. It's just everything.
I have to leave, but I just want a quick look ahead. Lewis, I just looked it up for you, so that way you could broadcast it here. Ohio State's a 13.5-point favorite going into next week against Michigan.
That's at Michigan too.
Give me those free points.
It's at Michigan. Oh my! That's the other lock of the year is Michigan.
Michigan doesn't need 14 points.
No. In that game, what? I'll bet it right now. You can bet that right now.
As of November 19th, 2025, the opening odds have been set. Ohio State half line it's 12.5 to 13.5. Most books have it at 13.5.
Hopefully it goes up to 14.5 by game time.
No, I think sharps are going to be all over this Michigan at plus 14, and next week when we do our show, this live might be at 11 or 10.5.
FanDuel has already moved the line to 13.5.
Yeah.
I see sharps going to jump all over this week.
All right, boys. Last game of the night before we wrap this up. Nico's got to go. Washington at UCLA. UCLA is a 10.5-point underdog. Over/under is 51. Hey, Lou, what are your thoughts?
It's like you don't know what team you're going to get with UCLA. They're going to either put up points or they're not going to put up points, and they suck. So with that being said, give me UCLA and Washington over 51.
Okay. I could see that. I could definitely see that. I could definitely see points in this game. Andy, anything on this game?
I'm with Lewis. I don't know what you're going to get with UCLA. I kind of like, if I got to lean, I'll take UCLA plus the points at home against Washington, but Washington can go in there and smoke them by 40. I just don't know.
I could see
For
that.
me, it's a stay away game.
I go.
I'll tell you what this game is. I'll tell you exactly what this game is. Depending how my day goes.
Depending how that Cincinnati BYU game.
I'm gonna flip a coin. I'm gonna pick one, and I'm gonna put some money on it. This is where I'm at with this game.
Yeah, I agree.
When our lock of the year hits in Cincinnati, we can sprinkle something on this game just to have action.
Just to have action, because you're straight to generate. You can't go to that one out knowing that you have a bet going while you're sleeping.
All right, boys. This is week 13 picks. We will see you on Sunday for our NFL slate. It was a pleasure. Good luck to all of those. We will be posting our picks in the chat, on the Instagram, on the reels. That way you can tail, and that way we can make you some money this weekend. All right, boys. Have a good one.
Before we jump off, Lewis, freaking hell of a week last week, kid. That was unbelievable.
And we started off great. We started off great this week too. Yesterday we went 2-0.
Yeah.
So we're 1-1 on NFL and college. So let's keep it rolling this week.
Great job. I look forward to our NFL show. I got a lot of shit to talk.
Me too. I love it.
All right, I'll see you guys Sunday.
All right, boys. Take it easy.
Peace.